I hope wherever you are right now, you nice and cool because here in Rochester, it's hot as hell, man. Anyway, so I want to talk to you real quick about frustration and give you a simple way to reflect the frustration that comes off of other people to sort of protect yourself, but also keep yourself functioning at peak optimal levels. So I don't think I need to talk about frustration because frustration sucks. Frustration is just a state of mind and emotion and energy, and essentially this state, it just screws you up. I ain't got to get fancy on it. It just screws you up. But one of the things about every state, whether it be happiness, sadness, gladness, joy, etc., all these states, they're all, they're all contagious. So, but frustration is a bad contagion. We don't want to be contaged, right? Made that word up. We don't want to be infected with frustration. So, how do you reflect the frustration of the people around you so that you can keep going and you know, help that frustrated person that's in that frustrated state. And by the way, people are there's no such thing as a frustrated person or an angry person. There's just a person that's in a frustrated state or an angry state. So when you look at it that way, when you look at a frustrated person as a person that's just temporarily in a frustrated state, then you have a little bit more sympathy and you can actually help move that person from that state into a more productive state. So as I have neck sweat dripping down, talk about how to totally protect yourself from that person's frustration. So let's say, for example, you're married and your significant other is frustrated. It's hot like it is today, and they frustrated, and not everything that they do or everything that they see or hear seems to deepen that frustration state, right? So how do you keep yourself safe so that you can be productive and move them from that frustration state, right? Well, I gave you one tip already, and that is to realize that it's just a temporary state of being, right? So keep that in mind. But next, this is a direct technique. So what you're going to do is as you're with that person that's frustrated, you're going to say out loud, right? Say it out loud. Say, love you, but I'm refusing to allow me to become frustrated, right? And that sounds like a mouthful, but as you say that, the more you say that, the more natural it's going to become. So practice it right now. So take a minute, say, I love you, but I refuse to allow you to allow me to become frustrated. And you say that a couple times. Say it 5 or 6 times, nice and slow, and really think about the meaning of the words. And you'll see that what that does is it kind of creates a like a mental shield that doesn't it doesn't stop the frustration, but what it does is it kind of stops your mind and your energy from absorbing that frustration, guys. So practice that technique. I mean, like I said, if you're married or you have like a person that you're living with, you're probably going to have many opportunities during the day to practice that, especially when your spouse or husband or wife or what have you is it seems like they're directing the frustration at you. They're not really, excuse me, they're not really distracting directing the frustration at you. It's just that the frustration is going out and you just happen to be there. So you're not the target for the most part. I don't know. I'm not in your house, but you're usually not the target. Something else set it off, and then you just happen to be there. And one of the, think of frustration too as like a sort of energy that needs to be discharged. So if you think about it like that, it kind of makes sense that when people are frustrated, they want to come to you or you want to go to someone else to help kind of relieve that frustration, right? So think about it like that, and like I said, practice that simple mantra. I refuse to allow you. Or actually, if you want to make it simple, just say I refuse your frustration, and then use your hand gestures, right? Pretend you're a Jedi. Use your hand gestures. Say no thanks, dog. I don't want that frustration. I love you. I don't want it. All right. So that simple mantra does two things. So when you say I love you, that helps you access a state of caring, and then the actual, I refuse. That's a powerful statement. That's you saying like I don't want that. You know, on so many levels, it's saying I don't want that, and it's not productive, so I don't need that. So say that I love you. Excuse me, I love you, and I refuse your frustration. I don't want that gift of frustration. No, thank you. I'm gonna pass on it. All right. Drop my notes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, use that technique whenever you find yourself, or as a matter of fact, the best time to practice any type of technique that you're learning is in a calm, secure environment. So in an environment where you're not in the actual presence of the stressor. So practice that when you relax. Just say it to yourself, or grab a teddy bear, put it in front of you, talk to the teddy bear. I know it sounds weird, but and if you're 30 something, why the hell you got a teddy bear? But practice that with others as well, and then watch how your life will change, man. Especially if you find yourself daily or constantly in a situation where you're dealing with people that get frustrated, that become frustrated easily. You see how much benefit this will give you and them. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm about to go jump in a ice cold pool of water, man. All right. God bless. Have a good day.